Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Yoruba Reviews. So today we're reviewing a series on Netflix called Anikulapo, The Rise of the Sceptre. Anikulapo was a movie and they decided to turn it into a series. So it's not like a redo of the movie, it's like a continuation of the story from the movie. Which was put into the series. So the plot was Saro died at the end of Anikulapo, the movie, and he went to the afterlife. On reaching the afterlife, the guardian of the afterlife said, "I cannot let you pass because you're owing me dead bodies. You're owing me dead people because I didn't ask you, I did not give permission for you to be raising the dead." In Anikulapo, the movie, in part 1, so, you need to go back, take this charm, which was actually the real Anikulapo. Like, once you hit somebody with that charm, the person dies. And you need to go and kill the people you raised from the dead again. Then come back with those same people before you can pass into the afterlife. So, he was supposed to come back on Earth as a ghost. So, he met this lady that he rose before and was about to kill the lady, and the lady said, "No, I can make you human again," and showed him how to do some ritual and he became human. So I'm going to review this movie by talking about each characters one by one. First of all, let me not start with Saro. Let me start with Rolake. Rolake, Igbos call it Chi, Yorubas call it Eleda. Whatever Eleda she has as a back. Because same Rolake was given the first Anikulapo, she was able to raise the dead before she gave it to Saro. Then second time in this movie, your Eleda made it such that you were able to be in a coven of, some people, some spiritual people, and they were able to give you a pouch of endless money to be able to be rich for life. Like, which kind of Eleda will give you Anikulapo, save you, give you endless money without doing any jazz? So you need to praise that Eleda. And I was proud of her in this series because this time around, when she got the bottomless pouch of money, she did not divulge it to her man friend. I'm glad that she did not give it to her man friend, and she learns from what Saro did to her. So I was very proud of her about that. I was also quite confused. Rolake, at the end, when she had all this money, she wanted to come back to the palace. And I was a bit confused as to the purpose of her coming back to the palace, going back to the king. Was this so that she stops running? She could go to another state. It was in Oyo, you can go to Ogun, you can go to Oshun. Like, why did you have to come back to the palace? It's not like she was in love with the king. She had a man friend that would do anything for her, that would protect her, well, even behead somebody for her. But she had to go to the palace, Anyway, so that was Rolake. Rolake was played by Bimbo Ademoye, and she nailed the role, the emotions, everything, she nailed it on point. Now, the second person I'm going to speak about is Awaro, played by Shola Shebwale. So Awaro used to be like the big mommy of the village Rolake and Saro used to be in. And she used to also be the sugar mommy of Saro before Saro, passed away and left the village and all of that. In this story, she was actually Saro's new partner's mom, and she really acted the role of a protective mother, very well. I like that she was a strong character. I like that she said she cannot marry any of these men because the Bashir, the head warrior of the village, was asking her out, and she said, "At this my age, I cannot allow any man to tell me where to go and what to do. So we're going to keep this casual, like turning the old Bashir down, girl." Anyway, the next person I'm going to talk about is Saro. Selfish Saro. played by Kunle Remi. So, Sarah, please, where is Sarah from? Who are his parents? Nobody knows. Bolotewa, all he knows how to do is come back from the dead. But his origin, no. On top of that, Sarah is very selfish. In the first bit, when in the movie, when Rolake gave Sarah the Anikulapo, which had the power to raise from the dead, people from the dead. Rolake gave him the powers. He started raising people from the dead, getting popularity, getting money. What did he go and do? He went to go and marry a wife on top of Sarah, on top of Rolake, gave the person belly to the extent that this person was not disrespecting Rolake's inability to give birth to a child. And I'm like, he did that, yeah? He passed away. He got the opportunity to come back. Remember I told you, he went back to the afterlife. And in the afterlife, he was told that he has to go back and kill all the people and come back again. Some of the people he had killed said, oh, you need to follow us. We need to continue our journey. And he pleaded with them, and they decided to, give him 3 years and everything. Within these 3 years, do you know what Sarah did? Sarah decided to give person belle, marry wife. I'm like, you have only 3 years on earth. What is your plan? Like, how selfish can you be? And the funny thing is that you didn't even tell this woman that you are giving belly, you are marrying and doing all of that. You didn't let her know the circumstances. She can make the choice whether she wants to be with you or not. Like, so selfish again. Do you know what that proved to me again is a letter to a strong, because for one reason or the other, Saru avoids death. For one reason, he would die and he wake up. To the extent this time around, he died. He actually went to the afterlife. His body was rotting. It's a lady that still brought him back to life. So will Saru be able to, after the 3 years, will Saru die, or will you look for another way out? Based on the character of how you've seen Saru, you know what's about to happen. You know that. Don't let me spoil it for you. You know that possibly you will find another way out. Another person I wanted to talk about was Basharon. Oh my gosh, that was the first time I've heard of the Ogunde family, and I understand they were very good in the movie industry, very good, and he's good himself. But to actually see him act, it was so poignant. It was so the intensity of his eye contact, of his emotions. It was like, no, it's such a good actor. I don't know how to place it. He's such a good actor. So he played the Basharon, had his own selfish desires. He wanted to have the Anikulapo so that he can raise the dead himself, and with such powers, power corrupts anyway. So his personal mission was to hunt down Saru and get the Anikulapo from Saru. The Anikulapo he had in the movie, unbeknown to him. Saru doesn't have the Anikulapo anymore, the one that raises the dead. And Saru now has the Anikulapo that kills people, and that's what was chasing after. I didn't like his role as a father. He was a terrible father. He was saying basically, I'm doing all these things for you, I'm killing people for you, I'm putting Mago on the king's daughter for you, I'm being conniving for you, I'm actually chasing the Anikulapo for you. But all the things he was doing, he wasn't doing it for his son, he was doing it for himself. So anyway, I wanted to mention one more thing about the Basharon. I like that the Basharon was not a yes man. Every Oloye that surrounded the king was a yes person. Like, yes person age, they were not confrontational. Well, it shouldn't be confrontational to the king, but they were not really opposing the king's idea as it should happen. But Basharon was just like, I don't give a F. I'm going to tell you how it is. I'm going to tell you my plan. I'm going to negotiate with you and everything. So I like that part. I enjoyed the storyline. There were parallel storylines running through. There was a love storyline. There was power being chased. There was greed. there was just a lot going on, and they all tied in together. However, what I did not like was the ending. Like, the ending felt, I don't know, felt a bit rushed. I feel it could have been tied in more nicely together. I didn't like that in the end, Awaru, Sarah's new partner, apologies, I don't remember your name. Sarah's new partner, Awaru, and Rolake came together as and cradling Sarah's child and reminiscing about Sarah. So it was just like three women, three gigantic women with beautiful personalities, just reminiscing about some very selfish guy. I like that, you know, all the top actors are there. Firstly, I'm going to mention Sisi Quadri. He played the role of one of the ghosts that was following Saru about, so that he can bring him back to the afterlife. As a ghost, of course, his mouth was relentlessly abusive, so he played that role well. Laya Wasabi as well as a ghost. And before I move on to Laya Wasabi, may Sisi Quadri still rest in peace. I was so sad to hear about him. It was like, it was a shocker. Lai Wasabi too was one of the ghosts. It didn't really speak much, but you know, it was good to see him. I like that they brought in, you know, the big veterans to be like the king's advisor. One more thing, I do not get the title. So the title is Anikulapo, and Anikulapo means he who has death in his pocket. And this one says Anikulapo, the rise of the scepter. I don't get it. What was the rise of the scepter? Is it a symbolism? Is the scepter a symbolism for something, or I don't know? Scepter. Is it woo? Is there a scepter? I didn't see any scepter. It's not like literal. It's more figurative. But I didn't get it. But apart from that, lovely directing, lovely everything. All right. Thank you. Bye.